Welcome back to the CommStock channel. My name is Brian Hendrickson. To talk all things Brazil, I have Matthew Cruz with us today. Welcome.
Hi, Brian. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. You getting any of that snow?
We're not getting snow yet. We're starting to drop temperatures, but I don't think we're as bad as some places. I think we're just supposed to get single digits, nothing in the negative, maybe some ice. So I'm going to call it grateful for right
Yeah,
now.
that's good. Our one of our brokers had to sleep in their office just from all the snow they were getting one night. The storm was so bad, so um, good thing you
Goodness.
didn't have to go through that.
Yes. But let's talk about Brazil now. First off, are you still in Brazil? Are you enjoying you guys have nice weather? I'm assuming no cold weather.
Yeah, I can't complain. The only thing I gotta worry about is how much sunscreen to put on because it's like 85, 90 right now where I'm at. Yeah, I'm in Brazil. I'm still here in our family farm area, and so yeah, it's we got nice weather. The rain is finally starting to pick back up here, so and I think a lot of people figured out, and we're seeing a negative reaction in the market. So.
Now, Brazil's soybean crop estimates keep falling, but yet we are not seeing a response in the market. Kind of tell us what's going on there.
Well, yeah, it's for some time now we've been calling for a smaller production estimate to the soybean crop. Frustratingly, the USDA has been kind of slow to catch on. We're getting another report coming out here Friday that I think we will see some additional cuts, but basically they kicked the can down the road, and all the farmers and the private analysts were calling for a little bit smaller crop. um, in the meantime, the rain has kind of started to come in here in kind of mid-December, and I took some videos that I wanted to show the people out there. This is on our own farm that I think the first video was taken on, I want to say December 16th. So you kind of see how small the soybean crop was, and they were struggling a little bit, and pretty much the soybean crop I felt like had locked up. It wasn't growing anymore at that stage. And then I took another video in the exact same spot. I want to say it was about 3 weeks later. So this is not that long ago, just a few days ago, or I think this past weekend actually, video in the exact same spot. You can see what difference 3 weeks and about 4, 5, 6 inches of rain makes. And so it changed dramatically. It's looks a lot greener, a lot healthier. It's already starting to close its rows, and so you extrapolate that across the entire country of Brazil with 111, 112 million acres, and it makes a difference. So that's overall what the market is responding to. I wanted to share one graph of that I put together showing the overall production in South America. We focus so much on what's going on in Brazil, but because Brazil is obviously the 800-pound gorilla that makes a biggest difference. But the market, or I should say the soybean bearers are pointing out that, while the crop in Brazil is getting a little bit smaller, overall production from South America is going to grow over last year. But that's just because Argentina had such a bad crop last year that they're essentially looking to double their production from last year to this year. And so when you look at that overall, based off of last month's numbers, they're still talking like 27 million metric tons overall in South America from last year to this year, which is almost a billion bushels. Now, I would say probably a third of that has already been lost to what's gone on in Brazil in the center west region, principally Mato Grosso, Goiás, Mato Grosso do Sul, and those types of places. And so I think the market's kind of caught there. It recognizes that, okay, the crop's getting smaller, but it wants more. It wants more confirmation, I should say, from a government source like the USDA, and then in the meantime, it's seeing all this weather coming in the horizon.
Are Brazil's soybean yields really as bad as they seem?
I had someone ask me this the other day, and I think what they're trying to say is that in the U.S. 2023 crop, we had some extensive drought, and in the yields had a negative impact, but it wasn't near as bad overall as what people thought once they ran the combine through it. Overall, it obviously is going to change region to region. And so they're applying that logic to South America. Like, okay, yeah, it was dry, but is it really going to be as bad as what they think? And I guess I would argue that they're not really comparing apples to apples. It's a different ecosystem, different soils. They're a lot more sandier, a lot more porous. They need more rainfall. Now that maybe they don't need the 60 inches that they get some years in Mato Grosso, but I on my farm in Northwest Iowa this year, I only got 10 inches. And if you get 10 inches in Mato Grosso when it's 100 degrees for a whole month and no rain, like your crop's going to die. 10 inches isn't going to cut it for the season. And so the big advantage that we have is our soil moisture holding capacity, which we can hold 10 or 11 inches in our soils in Northwest Iowa, which they don't have that in Brazil. And so that's why they need more rain to offset that. And so when they get hotter temperatures too, especially in places like in the center west region, and so it increases the evaporation rates dramatically. And so yes, I think there were areas that went over 40 days with consistent 100-degree temperatures, and I don't care where you're at. That's going to have a negative impact on the yield.
Wrapping up, Friday we have reports coming out. What do you think the USDA report will show us regarding South America?
Again, I think we will see a production cut. I think the average market guess is looking for 155 million metric tons. CONAB came out with their numbers yesterday and came right in at that 155 number. I think USDA has historically been pretty slow at reducing their numbers, and so I think you'll see a cut. I don't know if you'll see it all the way down to 155, but the market is looking for some confirmation, and so there's a lot of bearishness built into the market. And so even if it's not quite as negative as what the market is hoping, we might be fortunate and see kind of a positive bump right now. But I'm looking ahead towards the next week. The weather, the rainfall lets up a little bit. It looks like there is a below moisture pattern in the third week of January. I think that might provide a little bit of support to the soybean market. And we're all obviously watching these soybean exports as well. Our soybean prices continue to trade about $1 below what they are, $1 above what they are in Brazil. And so Brazil is just priced too cheaply compared to ours, and it's weighing heavily on our exports. But we still got some time yet. I think their harvest got pushed back here in Brazil a little bit. And so that may give us a little bit more time to expand on our exports a little bit. But I'm excited because we got a group coming down here next week, about 20 people, and we're gonna go out to the Mato Grosso and see it firsthand.
All right, I can't wait to see those videos and pictures. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.